Once upon a time, in a faraway jungle, there lived many animals dear that leaped gracefully. Monkeys that chattered in the trees, elephants that trumpeted loudly, and birds that filled the sky with their songs. It was a happy jungle. The animals played, laughed, and lived in peace. But their happiness didn't last long. In the center of the jungle lived a mighty lion. His mane was golden like the setting sun. His eyes were fierce, and his roar could be heard for miles. He was the king of the jungle, but he was not kind. Every day, he hunted not one animal, not two animals, but many. Sometimes he hunted even when he wasn't hungry. He hunted because he liked showing his power. The poor animals lived in fear. The deer didn't graze freely. The monkeys didn't swing happily, and even the huge elephants were worried. One evening, the animals gathered near the old banyan tree for a serious meeting. The wise elephant raised his trunk and said, "If this continues, none of us will survive." "But what can we do?" squeaked a little squirrel. "The lion is too strong," said the zebra. "We are too weak," whispered the rabbit. The animals thought and thought. Finally, the monkey spoke. "I have an idea. Let's go to the lion." The animals nodded. It was scary, but it was their only chance. The next morning, all the animals went to the lion's den. The lion stretched his powerful body and looked at them with sharp eyes. "Why are you here?" he growled. The brave deer stepped forward. His knees trembled, but he spoke clearly. "O king, we have a request. Please do one animal every day." He licked his paw and smiled. "But listen carefully, if my meal is late, I will eat all of you." The animals bowed and hurried away. From that day, every morning, one animal was sent to the lion. But the lion was greedy, and soon he wasn't satisfied with just one animal. "Every day," he complained, "one animal is not enough. I want more meat. I am the king of the jungle. After all, I deserve more." The animals were worried. What should they do now? One day, it was the rabbit's turn. The little rabbit trembled at first, but then he thought, why should so many animals die for one greedy lion? Perhaps I can find a way to end this. He sat under a shady tree, his ears twitching. He thought long and hard until suddenly his eyes sparkled. "Yes, I have a plan. Today, the lion will be defeated." The rabbit set off toward the lion's den, but he walked very slowly on purpose. He stopped to nibble grass. He paused to sniff wildflowers. He even rested under a tree for a while. By the time he reached the lion's cave, the sun was already high. The lion was furious. He paced back and forth, his mane bristling, his claws scratching the ground. When the rabbit finally hopped near, the lion roared so loudly that birds flew from the trees. "Why are you so late?" The rabbit bowed low. "Forgive me, O king." The lion narrowed his eyes. "Explain before I tear you apart." The rabbit's voice shook, but he spoke bravely. "On my way, another lion stopped me. In my jungle." The rabbit nodded and led the lion deep into the forest. They walked until they reached an old well covered in moss and vines. The water inside was dark and still, like a mirror. The rabbit pointed with his paw. "There! My king! He is hiding inside this well. He said he would fight you if you dare call yourself king." The lion's eyes burned with fury. He crept closer and peered inside. In the water, he saw a lion staring back at him, his own reflection. But the foolish lion thought it was truly another lion. He roared, and the reflection roared back. And the reflection bared its teeth too. The lion shouted, "How dare you live in my jungle!" With one mighty leap, he jumped straight into the well. Splash! The water swallowed him. The mighty lion could not climb back out. But soon, he was gone. The rabbit quickly climbed up the well. "Come see! The lion is trapped in the well." The rabbit had freed them all from the lion's fear. The animals were so happy, they cheered and danced. The birds sang joyful songs, the deer leapt in the air, and the elephants trumpeted loudly. From that day, the jungle was a much happier place.